Okay, number 16. Get it where you can actually see it. Says, what did you pay for a storage unit that is worth $155,200 at the end of 4 years if it has appreciated 2% per year? So we know that it has appreciated at 2% per year, or 0.02. This is the appreciation rate per year, and it says at the end of 4 years. So we're going to multiply this by 4 years, which is a total appreciation rate of 0.08. Okay, so this is the appreciation rate. Remember when we were talking about rate of return and like return on investment? So since this is an appreciation, we're going to add in the original amount because we know it's worth 100% of its original amount and an additional 8%. So we get 1.08. So we know that the current value is $155,200. So current value is $155,200. And we need to know how much the original value is. So we are going to divide this by 1.08. Now, remember when we were talking about dividing by a decimal, this has a whole number in it, so we will get a smaller number. When you divide it by the 1.08, you get 143,703.70. That is the original value. And typically what you would do, if you had the original value and we know it appreciated, we would have taken the original value times the total appreciation to get the current value. All we did was work it backwards. We had the current value and we needed the original value. So instead of multiplying, we divided. So on 16, your answer is C. Okay, number 17 says, what did you pay for a building that is worth $955,200 at the end of 4 years if it depreciated 2% per year? Okay, so we're going to take the depreciation rate of 2%, and we are multiplying it by 4 years to get 0.08. This is our total depreciation rate. Okay, so we're talking about depreciation, and the value is going down. So we're going to take the 100% of the original value. Remember, 1, if we are changing percentages to decimals, 1 is just 100%, okay? So we're going to take away the total depreciation rate, and you are left with, this is total depreciation rate, and you are left with the portion of value left in the property, which is 0.92. So there's 92% of the value left. Okay, so we know that it is worth $955,200 now. So we take the current value, $55,200, and we are going to divide it by 0.92. We know that the current value, because it's depreciation, the current value is less than. So we need a larger number. We need the original value. So we are going to divide it by 0.92. And you get $1,038,260.87. That is the original value. Your answer is D. Okay, number 18 says the IRS cost recovery chart for non-residential shows an annual depreciation rate of 2.564% in years 3 to 32. What is the amount of allowable cost recovery write-off in year 10 of ownership for a building that costs $2.365 million to build? Okay, so all we're looking for is the allowable cost of write-off in year 10. So we know that the depreciation rate for year 10 is 2.564%. So the value of the property, the original value, is $2,365,000. We know that the depreciation rate is 0.0256. So the amount of depreciation that can be taken in year 10 is $60,638.60. So your answer is A. Number 19. The value of the land was $8,000 when you bought a hunting cabin for $87,000 3 years ago. What's the value of the land today if the land appreciated at 2% and the building depreciated? Well, we don't care about the building. All we care about is what the value of the land is. So we know that the original value was $8,000. And it appreciated by 2% per year. And we are talking about 3 years. So the appreciation rate was 2%. We are appreciating it for 3 years. So the total appreciation rate is 0.06 cents. So this is total appreciation rate. But we need to add back in 100% of the original value. We're going to add in 1, so 1.06. This is just their original value. It kept 100% of its value, plus it gained 6%. So we need to multiply the original value by 1.06, and you get $8,480. So that is the new value. 19 is A. Number 20. If the value of your home, not including the lot, was $175 when you purchased it 10 years ago, what's the current value if it depreciated at 2.5% per year? Okay, so we know that the original value was $175. It depreciated at 2.5%. This is depreciation rate for 10 years. 10 years. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. So this is your total depreciation rate. Okay, so we need to multiply the original value by the total depreciation rate. That gives us a depreciation of $43,750. Since it's asking for current value, we need to take the original value minus the depreciation. So we're just going to put it down here, 175 minus 43,750, and this will give us our current value. Let me figure that on my calculator. 175 minus 43750. So the current value is 131,250. So your answer is B.